He had no food, no home, and no one left. The world had closed every door in front of it. But deep inside, something told him, not yet. Stay with me, because this story is not just about one man's struggle. It's about something that lives inside all of us. Something that refuses to die, even when everything else does. His name was Daniel. Not a king, not a hero from a movie, just an ordinary man from a small town. The kind of town where everyone knows your name, but no one really knows your pain. Daniel was 32 years old. He had a job at a local factory, a small rented room, and a quiet life. Nothing big, but it was his. He wasn't rich, but he was okay. He had one dream, though. One thing he held close to his chest. He wanted to open a small bakery. Not fancy, no big logo, just warm bread, the smell of something homemade, and a place where tired people could sit and feel a little less tired. That was it. That was Daniel's dream. He saved for 3 years. Every extra coin, every skipped meal, every small sacrifice, all for that one dream. And then, life happened. The factory shut down, overnight, without warning. 300 workers, including Daniel, received a letter that said, "We regret to inform." He read it twice, 3 times. Then he sat on his bed and stared at the wall for a long time. His savings? Almost gone, used to pay rent during the months the factory had been slowing down. His family? His parents had passed years ago. His friends? Slowly drifted away, the way people do when your life stops looking useful to them. Daniel was alone. He tried to find another job. Factories, stores, delivery work. Weeks passed, then months. His landlord knocked on the door one cold Tuesday morning. "I'm sorry, Daniel," the old man said. And he looked sorry. But sorry doesn't pay rent. Daniel packed everything he owned into one bag. And that night, he sat on a bench near the town's old railway station. Have you ever felt that? That feeling where everything... He looked at his hands, rough hands, hands that had worked hard for years. And he whispered. He slept on that bench, and the next morning, something small happened. A woman, maybe 60 years old, a scarf around her head, walked by. She was carrying bags of groceries. One of them slipped from her hands. Oranges rolled across the pavement. Daniel stood up without thinking. He gathered every orange. He handed them back to her. She looked at him, really looked at him, and said, "You look hungry, son." He didn't say anything. She reached into one of her bags and gave him a small loaf of bread, homemade, still slightly warm. He wanted to say no. Pride told him to say no. But hunger and something deeper made him say thank you. He sat back on that bench and took one bite, and something broke open inside him. Not sadness, something else. Gratitude. Strange, quiet gratitude for that bread, for those warm hands, for the simple act of one person seeing another. And in that moment, Daniel made a decision. Not a loud decision, not a dramatic one, just a quiet, firm, unshakable decision. I am not done.
He started small, painfully small. He found a shelter that gave him a place to sleep for a few weeks. He took any work he could, cleaning, carrying, helping at a local market. He approached the owner of a small cafe and offered a deal. "Let me bake for you, just for 1 week, for free. If people like it, we talk." The cafe owner thought he was crazy, but she said yes. Daniel baked through the night. Every recipe he knew by heart. Everything his mother had ever taught him in their tiny kitchen years ago. The next morning, the smell alone brought people to the door. By noon, everything was sold. The cafe owner looked at him with wide eyes. "Where did you learn to bake like that?" "From someone who loved me," he said simply. Within 3 months, he had a small income. Within a year, he had enough to rent a tiny space, barely bigger than a garage. He painted the sign himself,
Daniel's Bakery. No fancy logo, just warm bread and a place where tired people could sit and feel a little less tired. Exactly what he had.
Here's the thing about Daniel's story. He didn't succeed because life was easy. He succeeded because it wasn't. Every hard night made him more certain of what he wanted. Every closed door pushed him toward a window he hadn't noticed before. And that woman with the oranges? He never found her again, but he never forgot her either. Because sometimes all it takes is one small act of kindness, one warm loaf of bread, to remind a broken person that the world still has good in it. And that reminder is enough to keep going. So if you are watching this today and you're tired and you're struggling and you feel like giving up, not because his story is perfect, but because it's real. He had nothing, and he still chose to try. You still have something. You still have today. That's enough to start. Don't give up. Not yet.